What do you believe, Agent?
What's the truth?
That Lau was a traitor? That Kelso has betrayed you? And that I am your enemy?
A friend. An ally.
You want the truth, Agent?
Real, no more lies. You might not like answers.
Come find me.
Welcome home, Agent. Apologies for the shock treatment back in New York, but we had to make sure you were ready to join us. I'm not sure where your loyalties lie, since you've killed me once already. Kelso is confident in your abilities, but I don't let just anyone join my organization. Had to learn that one the hard way. So, I put together a little test to see if you're ready to see how deep the rabbit hole really goes. I hope, when we finally meet face to face, you will understand who is the real threat to the division. Happy hunting, Agent.
Following on from last season, we learned that the original first wave rogue agent, Aaron Keener, was still alive. On top of this, Kelso has decided to turn rogue and join up with them. The line between good and bad, agent and rogue, continues to blur as we find out that Keener was working with Faye Lau to take down the Black Tusk and eliminate the Hunters. Once again, Keener has reached out to us, extending an invite to join him. Is an alliance with him the key to stopping Natalya and the Black Tusk? Can Keener be trusted? Regardless, we need to prove our worth and pass his trials before we're given that choice to make. Heading towards the Judiciary Square district, agents hunt out the first target Keener has put forth as our trial that will determine not just our allegiance, but the moral ground we will follow. The cinder-block-controlled checkpoint is more than just a hyena-flooded location, but a hostile stronghold that was waiting to be pulled apart. After the attack, and then the eradication of several waves attempting to take back the compound, Anna could be heard over the comms.
Go away! More ammo!
Cold. Echo, you're straying from the path.
Leading on from here, agents were to meet up with an enemy that they had already put in place once upon a time, at the District Union Arena. After sweeping through, with nothing other than the new directives that the agent had stupidly put in place before the attack, they pushed forward. Walking through the compound, murdering all that get in their path, the agents would eventually meet up with the leader occupying the area. With no effort at all, the agents would take down the boss, where once again, Anna could be heard over the comms.
Echo, you are straying from the path. If you ever want to know what Vanguard truly wants, follow the breadcrumbs.
Hunting down a high-value target in the Judiciary Square district, they would come across Hannah Dryad. After taking her down, Anna would pipe up.
Follow the breadcrumbs.
The path Keener has laid out for us, this feels like more of a game for the sassy Anna and Keener. Running forward towards another control point, the agents would find themselves again pitted against the hyenas. Awful directives aside, they were able to disrupt the advances of the hostile forces, and would once again be greeted by an ambiguous message from Anna.
I hit him!
Echo, you're very good at following directions.
We did it!
Are you ready to go off the path?
Yet again, there is another high-value target in the district that the agents are being directed towards. This time there is two of them that need to be hunted down. After finding and then mowing down one of the targets, Anna could be heard taunting the agents.
Well done, Echo. Almost there. Get ready to claim your prize.
Next, the agents are directed towards the police headquarters. Marching through the facility, killing everything in sight, they would eventually come across the high-value target.
Well done, Agent. You've passed the first test. I hope you found it, illuminating. Bridge was very good at pretending to be the person you wanted her to be. It was her special talent. After the poison, people stopped pretending. Bridge stopped pretending. Try to fix the mistakes she helped create. And now for your next challenge. Patience. I'll let you know when we're ready to start the next trial. Hercules.
Why do you think Keener called us Hercules? I mean, I'm not complaining. I much prefer it as a codename over Sheriff. With Faye as Cassandra and us as Hercules, the only thing that comes to mind, because I have kids, is... But I can only see licensing issues here, so that can't be the case.
Your dad is in D.C., right?
Yep, joined one of the civilian settlements.
You don't want to make him more comfortable in one of Nat's apocalypse bunkers?
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Trouble in paradise?
More like eternal rivalry and hostile takeovers. My dad is a lot of things, but ready to bend the knee to Nat is not one of those things.
If you brought him in...
Honestly, I don't want to. I'm his daughter, but he doesn't know me. Not in any way that really matters.
You're daddy's perfect recruiting tool.
Yeah, I would rather be his daughter than the honeypot.
You are an excellent honeypot. Well, that gives me an idea.
I don't want to know.
It's nothing dangerous. Could be fun.
Yeah. That's how it starts and ends with a bunch of senators' fingers trying to get into the jar. But you do what you have to do to close the deal, right?
You really hate him, don't you?
I wish I did. He's still my dad. And it was either be the arm candy who sweetened the deal or be broke and homeless. So I smiled and was what everyone wanted me to be. The perfect daughter who didn't mind getting her cheeks pinched by dirty old men at max benefits. If it meant we got the contracts renewed.
Keener is talking to Bridget Viper Douglas about her dad. We're going back quite a while here in the timeline, filling in some more of the gaps in the story we've heard up until now. This one digs deep into Viper's relationship with her father. It sounds like she was more of a business tool to be utilized than a daughter.
Looks like Daddy Dearest is moving up in the world.
Sure, if you consider being a range master in the White House basement a move up instead of lateral or down.
It should be more secure.
Sure.
More prestigious, at least.
Or it makes him look like a traitor and the leader of a military coup.
That Nat spin?
Not yet, but soon enough. Foreign weapons manufacturer backs sale of rogue agents who have taken the White House.
They're not rogue.
Not according to Isaac, but it's just a matter of time before she turns all of this to her advantage.
You really think she can pull it off?
She already has. If Claire hadn't tied her tech to the Shade Network, she would have sacked the White House, eliminated all the agents, and installed her puppet as the president. But Ellis went missing and she crippled her tech, so plans change.
Here they are talking about her father and how he has taken refuge in the White House. It's interesting how Viper talks about the crew in the White House, from Natalya's point of view, a cell of rogue agents who have taken hold of the White House. Viper even mentions something we've been expecting for a while, for Natalya to have us flagged as rogue. However, because of how the SHD network was set up alongside Anna and Diamond, her own tech, Natalya seems to have run into a few problems. Claire Ortiz knew what she was doing when linking all of the tech together.
Well, he's not dead.
That's a shame.
Beyond all reasonable odds, he survived the crash and was with the hyenas. Nat stashed him with the council until she could get the warhounds back online.
Proxy wars and supplying local resistance to weaken your enemies. She really is pulling from all the playbooks.
Well, she is her father's daughter.
More of an ice queen than a honeypot, though.
To you, maybe.
Where's Ellis now?
At the White House.
They don't know he's working with Nat?
No, they don't. And there's really no way to tell them without getting on someone's radar that we really don't want to be on.
Again, these comms are from super early on. President Ellis has survived the plane crash and is being held by the hyenas. We suspected at the time that this had been organized by the Black Tusk, but this confirms it. Natalya had the hyenas look after him until she was ready to launch the initial attack on Washington, D.C. Ellis would then be rescued by the White House agents, including the return of his briefcase. We did some of their job for them.
Well, we have him.
Who?
Chicken Hawk.
Am I supposed to know who Chicken Hawk is?
Yeah, sorry. POTUS, Ellis, Black Tusk had him in custody.
Did you take the White House?
Not yet, but it's a matter of time.
We're not ready.
I know.
You have to stall them.
If you've got any bright ideas...
Where are they holding him?
Camp White Oak.
Okay, Luna still has access to their database and comms. Luna can leak his location and buy us some time. The network's almost ready. We just need a couple more weeks.
They've obviously been planning to attack the White House for a long time. It would seem that the setbacks we've been causing them was the only reason the Black Tusk hadn't attacked much earlier on. Luna was one of Keena's rogue agents. Before the outbreak, she had extensive experience working as a contractor in the security industry. So with her skill set, alongside Viper, and very soon Faye Lau, these are the events that would lead up to the moment of Ellis's death. This looks like, well, at least at this stage, like it will be a fairly straightforward season, with us jumping through hoops in order to gain Keena's trust. In saying that, there have been a number of seasons that have taken some twists, and taken us in a completely different direction, so who knows? While I do like the step back, talking to a time that a lot of us worked through 5 years ago, confirming a number of suspicions we had, I can't help but feel that the comms this season is going to expose something that happened around that time. But maybe that's just me reading far too deeply into this. One thing I've learned over the years with this story is that if it feels straightforward, there is probably more to it. But I guess time will tell. For now, let's have a chat about Seasons 2.0. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Let's not go there for now. Way too many emotions in the community about that one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and Extremis Malus, Extrema Remedia.